All right, y'all. Let's get into this. So Angie Stone revealed that she was hospitalized due to a blood infection. So this is a article put out by the Jasmine brand. Said singer Angie Stone hopped on Instagram Live to reveal her recent health scare to fans. She stated that she had a blood infection that left her hospitalized, unable to perform. Thankfully, after 2 weeks, the infection cleared up. However, as she was getting better, Angie says she learned that the record label has been stealing her money. Well, I went over that with y'all in the previous video about her revealing that the record labels were stealing her money. But yeah, she was hospitalized for 2 weeks. That was, you know what I mean, people was wondering why she haven't been live on her Instagram or on her YouTube channel or whatever. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this. Let's go ahead and get into this real quick.
Because I'm going to tell you one thing, and then I'm going to get to the worst thing that could possibly happen to any artist after 45 to 50 years in the business. The worst thing that could happen. It has, of course, happened to me, and I'm constantly in prayer for God to forgive the people that have wished me ill will or, done anything to remotely get in the way of the gift of sharing with my fans. Okay? We're at 45. Let me get 50. Let me get 60. And I'm going to give y'all 5 more minutes to get some more people on this live. The devil is a liar. You're right. Come on now. Come on. Oh, by the way, the Christmas song, All I'm Missing, is #1 in several countries. We put it out on the 15th of November, on the 14th of November. The devil tried to stop that. It was snatched down. Then it was put back up. He tried to, of course, blame it on me, but it wasn't my fault. However, the song prevailed. After everybody bailed, the song went all the way to #1 and is steadily climbing the chart. So if you guys have never heard All I'm Missing, you can go on all platforms. Apple Music made it last week. Their front page was my big old face on there. I featured Juanita Wynn and Jay Brown, who did an amazing job on helping me get through a trying time. Juanita Wynn started, she stayed on me about let's do a song. She's one of my best writing partners, and she convinced me to jump on this song, and she started it out, and I got in the loop, and Wynn did my verse, she did her verse, Jay Brown hummed and mummed over it, and lo and behold, it is a standard, and it's a #1 song that I think you guys will be playing every year. Okay, so if you're ready for us to go live and to get this bit of information, no, I didn't make it a secret reveal. I should have, but I will have my team posted as a reveal because it is a secret that I'm revealing. But the latter part of the conversation is really, really crazy. Anyway, are you guys ready? All right, 45. I need 5, 7, let me see. I need 50 people in the room before I even begin to talk about it. So I'm not going to talk about it until I can get, because I'm going to need each and every one of you guys after I reveal this to share this. I'm going to go ahead and send it over to my YouTube page after this, as well as my TikTok page. Anyway, what happened 2 days before my show? Whew. But God, I'm trying to keep from crying because the devil was very, very, very particular in targeting me. But anyway, I was rushed to the hospital because I wasn't breathing so well. Came to find out, I had what was a bacterial blood infection that I had gotten when they stuck me with the needle. It had went into my bloodstream, and caused a staph infection of the blood. Now, I didn't have a clue that there was a blood infection until they rushed me into ICU. I went into ICU and I went to use the restroom and I passed out in the restroom. My oxygen went all the way down and rendered me basically unconscious. When I came back to, the nurses began to tell me that I was screaming for Jesus, because when I went down, I'm sorry, I didn't know that, I didn't know what was happening. All I know is it was all of a sudden. And I began to praise God and call on his name, because I knew biblically that if I was transitioning, I needed to be calling on Jesus. And I need to be calling him by his name, so I began to scream his name. When they brought me to is when they told me I was lucky to be alive, because I was on the floor. And sorry. I knew it was an attack. I knew it was a spiritual attack on me. However, I was treated and God healed me. He cleared up. After 2 weeks, solid, they cleared up the blood infection. I'm just here to let you know, the only reason I hadn't been on my live and just getting with y'all on this, because I had to get postured with God one-on-one. Sometimes God will make you stand still when you're doing the most you can for everyone. He will stand you still so that your complete focus can be on him. God he knew that I was about to come into some things. And as I began to come back to myself completely, I remembered everything that I was working on. I remember the people that were in my immediate circle that were supposed to be there to help me. By the time it was all said and done, the Christmas song had been snatched down. For what reason? I wasn't in a position to really fight that. I had to fight to live. So I couldn't worry about that, because I knew that it would take care of itself, but not without the devil trying to blame me for the mishap. Lo and behold, I won't call any names, but people quit on me because they thought it was me. Like I said, I can't call any names because I'm not that vicious. I don't want to hurt anybody, and I really don't want it to be their downfall. But I will tell you, people left me in that dark, dark moment when I really needed support. My kids were there for me. My true friends were there for me because they knew this is serious. They thought that blood infection would have damaged my heart, so I went into a lot of testing to make sure there was not heart scarring. Lo and behold, all of that came out fine. I was not scarred by the heart, thank God. But the staph infection was supposed to scar the heart and the lungs, and it cleared up, thank God. So I just wanted to be transparent with you all, because I don't always have it all the way together. But I'm a hard worker. You know, I play hardball, but I love twice as hard. And because I do love my fans. And especially shout out to Raheem Devon, who got on the stage in Detroit that night in my place. And he had the entire audience say, get well soon. He called me, sis, what's going on? And when he found out, he said, I got you. So I owe you one, bro. I owe you one.
Yeah, you find out who your true peoples are when you in your darkest moments. That's how it is. You find out who is who when you in your darkest moments. Yeah, I mean, make sure y'all continue to pray for Angie Stone, man. Seems like she's been through a lot. Now she's going on to fight these record companies, man, that been stealing her royalties for years. And I'm pretty sure they owe her probably double-digit millions. Like I said in the previous video, they probably owe this woman double-digit millions, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know how it is when these artists start to ask for their masters, started asking about their royalties. These record companies want to get cute. You know what I'm saying? And this a damn shame. This woman going through some things and she can't even get the money that she's owed from all the songs that she produced and wrote over the years. That's insane, man. But these record companies only way out. You know what I mean? They only way out because they being replaced with artificial intelligence as well. But Angie Stone took to her Instagram to reveal that she's going after Universal and she's going to spill the names of these folks, these individuals. So she did a live stream earlier. And this is what she wrote in the caption. She said, "What happened? What what had happened was, reference to the Jamie Foxx stand up on Netflix." She said, "I've discovered something that's been hidden in the dark for too long. My publishing was stolen, and guess what? I know exactly who did it. But don't get it twisted. I'm coming for you and all the dogs who thought they could take what was mine. Trust me, I'm ready. Just like Jamie Foxx said, what had happened was, well, now it's my turn to share my testimony. It's a new chapter, and you can bet that the truth is coming to light. Stay tuned." So I'm gonna play a little bit of her video, but make sure y'all go subscribe to Angie Stone's YouTube channel. That's Angie Stone's YouTube channel where she's addressing a lot of the stuff that she had to go through in the industry. You know what I'm saying? So let me pull this up. I just want to get it to the part where she's talking about Universal.
So I owe you one, bro. I owe you one. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, as I was coming through all of this, I soon found out that one of the biggest companies that I was with, Universal Music, it's the second part of the ugly truth. We began to research things to check on my royalties and my statements and things that of that nature, only to find out a lot of my publishing, a lot of my royalties, my mechanicals, they have all pretty much been stolen. As I begin to find out things that I never had to look into, because when you hire a team of people that, to some degree, supposed to have your back, you're thinking that they're getting it all together for you. You know, that's why, I respect Oprah Winfrey in that respect when she said, do your own research. Just Stone, the celebrity, that I let a lot of important things slip through the cracks only because I didn't know any better. I worked very hard to take care of my kids as a single mother, and I'm being transparent. My kids' fathers just were not doing what they're supposed to do. So I had to step up and go in and do everything that I needed to do for my family, which is why I worked so hard, which is why I traveled so much, which is why I did shows, because at the end of the day, after 40-something years in the business, I'm like, well, why? Where are my royalties going? Because I'm not getting this. Come to find out, Universal Music has been receiving all my royalties, all my mechanicals, They've taken pretty much everything. They've stolen, I won't say stolen, but they have taken all the monies that were due to me. They have basically absorbed in that company. And even though there's several class action lawsuits, people that were working
Yep.
on my behalf never even registered the songs. All the songs that I've done, I'm only coming to find out they were not properly registered.
See, and that's what Drez was talking about from Black Sheep. You know what I mean? They just took these artists' music, threw them up on these streaming platforms, and making all that money off the advertisement. And these artists is not getting nothing. $1 for 1,000 streams? What is that? And they ain't even getting a full dollar for 1,000 streams. You know what I'm saying? So now, like we told y'all, what they plan on doing with the music is they plan on doing what Tory Lanez did uh prior to him going to jail, which he jumped the gun. He wasn't supposed to do what he did. You know what I mean? But he turned that album into an NFT. He tokenized that album, put it on the blockchain, and he made $1 million in 1 minute. You know what I'm saying? So these record companies are planning to take these artists' intellectual property, tokenize it, digitize it, put it on the blockchain, and make trillions of dollars off of it. Because if Tory Lanez could make $1 million in 1 minute based off his fans buying a piece of his music, imagine what they could do with the rest of these artists' music like Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, Prince, James Brown, uh, you know, all these artists that their music constantly being used in various licenses to movie companies and commercials and networks and radio stations. And imagine how much money they gonna make off putting that music on the blockchain. And that's what we saying. They making these artists and these celebrities disposable, because it's like basically saying we don't need them no more. They all doing deals. All these big record companies are doing deals with the AI tech companies where they can use these artists' voice and create new music out of using these artists' likeness and image in voice. Yeah, this is going to a whole different age, man. So a lot of these artists are banding together to basically audit these record companies to find out where they money at. And that's not gonna be an easy task, because you see how dirty they play. Y'all seen we just did a video on Michael Jackson last night on the channel. Check that. Make sure y'all check that out. Yeah, you see what happened to Whitney Houston. When you start telling these record companies, look, where's my money at? And you start, getting lawyers and stuff on it and to audit these record companies, they ain't trying to pay out all that, because come to find out, these these record companies owe billions and billions of dollars in royalties to these artists. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Angie Stone, man. Y'all go subscribe to her YouTube channel and follow her on Instagram and all that too. You know what I mean? Yeah.
By the companies that I signed over to, people that were supposed to do their due diligence. So I am truly a walking testimony that God has carried me all this time. Because if you only knew how much money they have taken from me, how much they have stolen from me, monies that I'm supposed to be, I should have been able to retire 20 years ago with the money I've made.
Right. They probably owe her like double-digit millions, because she didn't wrote songs for a lot of people, and not only that, her music alone. That's insane, man. Well, I hope you do what you do. You know what I mean, do what you gotta do, Angie, to get your bread out these record companies and the rest of the artists that they owe royalties to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna check up out of here, y'all. Catch y'all on the next one, man. All right, peace.